I hereby command you, be strong and courageous. Do not be frightened or dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go.
Hey there, fellow preppers. Welcome back to the Prepper's Path, where we explore everything about preparedness, survival, and self-sufficiency. Today, we have a unique and inspiring topic for you. Jesus Christ was the ultimate prepper. Yes, you heard that right. We're diving into the Bible to uncover stories that show how Jesus Christ demonstrated some of the best prepping skills ever. But before we get into that, I want to talk to those of you who may not be believers in Jesus Christ. Whether you're a believer or not, the qualities that make a great prepper are universal. Think about it. To be a successful prepper, you need to be physically healthy, resourceful, and able to adapt to various situations. Jesus Christ toured different countries on foot and on animals, traveling from city to city preaching and teaching. You can't do that unless you're incredibly resourceful, resilient, and prepared. These are traits everyone should strive to develop, no matter their beliefs. One of the key aspects of being a great prepper is the ability to foresee and prepare for future events. Jesus demonstrated this remarkably well. For instance, in Matthew 24, Jesus spoke about the signs of the end times. He warned his followers about wars, famines, and natural disasters, advising them to stay vigilant and prepared. He wasn't just talking about spiritual readiness. He was also emphasizing the importance of being aware and prepared for physical challenges. Another critical prepping skill is the ability to provide for others, especially in times of scarcity. Jesus performed miracles that exemplified this perfectly. Remember the feeding of the 5,000? In John 6, Jesus took 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish and miraculously fed a multitude. This story highlights not just a miracle, but also the principle of resourcefulness, making the most out of what you have to ensure everyone's needs are met. Jesus often taught about self-sufficiency and being prepared.
Today's question is, what is the meaning of the parable of the 10 virgins?
In the parable of the 10 virgins in Matthew 25, he emphasized the importance of being ready. Jesus also understood the importance of building a strong, supportive community. In Acts 2, we see the early Christians living in community, sharing everything they had and supporting one another. A strong community is a vital part of preparedness, as it ensures mutual aid and support during tough times. Finally, and most importantly, Jesus emphasized spiritual preparedness. In Matthew 6:19-21, he taught about storing treasures in heaven rather than on earth, highlighting the importance of spiritual wealth over material possessions. This doesn't mean neglecting physical preparedness, but it reminds us that our ultimate security comes from our faith and relationship with God. Now let's talk about a story that might surprise you with its intensity and how it shows another side of Jesus as a prepper. This is the account of Jesus cleansing the temple, which you can find in John 2:13-17. Here we see Jesus entering the temple in Jerusalem and finding it filled with people selling animals for sacrifices and money changers conducting business. Jesus didn't just walk in and react impulsively. He premeditated his actions. According to the gospel, he took the time to make a whip out of cords. This act of preparation shows that he was deliberate and intentional about what he was going to do. This story highlights several important aspects. First, it shows that Jesus was a man's man. He wasn't just all-loving and passive. He expressed righteous anger when it was justified. This wasn't a fit of uncontrolled rage, but a calculated response to a situation that deeply offended his sense of righteousness and justice. Jesus knew that the temple, a place meant for worship and prayer, had been turned into a marketplace. His actions were a powerful demonstration against corruption and the misuse of sacred space. He wasn't afraid to take strong, decisive action when it was necessary. This teaches us that being a prepper isn't just about stockpiling supplies. It's also about having the courage to stand up for what is right and taking action when it's needed. An interesting fact about this incident is that nowhere in the Gospels does it say anyone tried to stop him. Imagine this scenario. Jesus walks into a busy temple, starts overturning tables, driving out the money changers with a whip he made, and yet no one dares to stop him. This speaks volumes about the authority and presence he commanded. People were so struck by his righteous indignation and forceful actions that they didn't even attempt to intervene. The fact that Jesus made a whip shows his resourcefulness. He used what was available to create a tool for his purpose. This is a key lesson for preppers, being able to improvise and use the resources at hand to address challenges effectively. So in this story, we see Jesus embodying the principles of preparation, decisiveness, and righteous action. These are qualities that are essential for any prepper, reminding us that preparedness also involves standing up for our values and taking necessary actions to protect them. So, there you have it. Jesus Christ truly was the ultimate prepper, teaching us invaluable lessons on foresight, resourcefulness, community, and spiritual preparedness. As we strive to be better preppers, let's take these lessons to heart and apply them in our lives. Thanks for joining me on this journey through the Prepper's Path. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more insightful content. Stay prepared and stay blessed.